You still play Axis?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I don't really. I've got the same pedals. The frames on these pedals that I'm playing now are the same ones that I've had since I think 1990.
Wow.
Damn.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know. I
You
mean,
heard it.
I travel with a newer set or whatever. But as far as my personal pedals, I've had these things. I've got the
Mhm.
carbon footboards. I've had actually. If I were to show you these things, I'd be embarrassed because they're so bright. But I've had the carbon footboards for about I don't know, 6 or 8 months now.
Mhm.
Like they have a little more of like a little more of a spring in them. They're not as rigid feeling as the aluminum boards. Yeah,
Casey's pulling out his pedals, it looks like.
kind of like it. Yeah.
Thought I saw a pedal flying
Oh,
Oh
away.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
I
I mean,
wanted. Go
I've
ahead,
always,
Derek.
if it's not broke, don't, And then what's funny is that if I wasn't playing fast music, I probably wouldn't even play in Axis. I like a good old 5,000 or like a Camco.
Hmm.
I like that kind of vibe on a pedal. But if I wasn't playing fast music, I'd probably just play a DW 5000 single chain.
Yeah.
So Derek, I wanted to ask you.
Or strap, actually. I like the strap version. DW 5000s are great. They're super fast.
Oh yeah,
Like,
for sure, the straps.
yeah.
So Derek, I had my pedals like rebuilt from Axis like years ago, and
Right.
I like hit them up, and you had to put out your signature pedal, and then
Uh-huh.
also Kalias had his pedal, and I
Right.
had them do like a hybrid of like what you guys innovated on your pedals, and I wanted to ask you and double check. So this curve right here on the board here, they said that was like your design, like
Yeah.
instead of it being flat,
It is.
and I love it, and I want to know what like where that came from because that's genius.
Well, we were looking for, like, if the regular Axis pedals, where it goes in flat, at
Right.
a 90 degree,
Right.
the power point of the pedal actually it's literally through the head. Right. So, which is why when you play on those old school ones, it feels like you're going like an inch past where the surface is at. If that makes sense. And honestly, I prefer it when I'm playing. Like right now, the pedals that I have on here they're not mine. They're the original, just regular A longboard. Because I'm doing all of this really fast shit with Surface Rise right now.
So when you're saying that when the hammer hits, it feels like it's behind your foot?
No, it feels like it's through the head.
Okay.
It feels like it's an inch further than it should be.
Into the head of the drum.
Into the head, like
Okay.
past the head.
Wow.
With my pedal, the full power fulcrum is right when it hits the head, so it gives you kind of a feel between like the original Axis feel and like a chain drive. So it's kind of somewhere in the middle. So you get a little more like oomph out of it, which is really good. Like when I was doing a lot of clinics, I was playing death metal. I was playing some Surface Rise stuff, but I was also playing a lot of that Traumedy material, a lot of the Menace material that I did with Mitch from Napalm Death. So I needed a pedal that could do both. And remember a minute ago, as I said, if I wasn't playing fast, I'd be playing on a 5000.
Mm-hmm.
My pedal is a good medium between the two because I could play fast on it and feel comfortable, and I can also play slow on it and feel comfortable.
That's awesome, dude.
Fuck
It's
yeah.
hard. It's hard to play on the original, for me at least, on the original Axis pedals and feel like I have control over slower tempos
Yeah, I know what you mean.
because they're constantly pushing against you because of where the power point is.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So my pedal doesn't really do that as much. So that was the reason why we did that.
I feel like going fast with like is great with this angle. Like I have like no, I mean,
Oh, it is. You can get a lot
Yeah.
more. You can get a
I
lot
love
more
it. Yeah,
out of it. And if you've got the strength to do it. But when I'm like cooking, like 250 or 255, 260 up in
Yeah.
that range, I like the feel of the regular ones better.
yeah. Did you ever fuck with this thing? This like crazy Terminator looking thing?
Yep.
I love that thing, dude.
Is that the
That's
Kalias thing that you're
sick. I
talking
think
about?
it is. Oh, they said it was. I
No,
don't-
it's a micro tuner. They had that out before, but
Yeah.
George put them on. I have them on mine too.
What,
Just because
change it?
they're
Oh,
a lot
shit.
easier to adjust. You don't have to crawl under the pedal.
Whoa.
Yeah.
It's got like a jiggle to it.
I also changed out the longboards back to my old shortboards.
Yeah,
And
dude,
I
hear
I love it actually.
that. Man,
So
I was playing on a friend of
between
mine's the other
long and
day.
short? Like how much is
It's
the difference?
exactly that.
Just as it's
No, I
described
understand, but like, is it like
Like
inches
surfboards, dude.
or just like an inch?
All right, here's the best way to think about it. The short board has a heel plate on the back of it, so it
Okay.
pushes the bearing edge up about 3 inches, where the long board comes all the way back to the end of the pedal.
Okay. All right. So it's
okay,
about
okay,
another
okay.
inch and a half or something like that.
Does it not
Yeah.
have a heel plate on the longboard?
No, it doesn't.
It
Does the
no,
angle? So then that means the angle of the foot's totally different too.
This is
A
a
little
short,
bit.
right?
Yeah, it's a little
Brought
flatter
up in the
actually.
back. It's brought
Yes.
up a little bit in the back.